What's up, guys? It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I have had a lot of stuff going on in my life lately, but today I wanted to make a video. I don't know if I'm gonna post it. It depends on if I end up just being on a whim or if I end up carrying this thought out. But today I had a little inspiration. We have an old Ford 8N tractor that's been sitting in the field at our land here for I want to say at least 8 years. It's just been sitting there. It's got grass growing up around it, trees growing up around it. We've mowed. I think the last time I mowed around it and weeded around it was 2 years ago now. But it's just been sitting up there. We bought the tractor when my dad bought the land about 12 years ago, and it was our first tractor. It was a little small for 40 acres, but it just seemed like it was always something. Every time we went to start it, it wouldn't start. We'd have to give it some love and, mess with the fuel and all sorts of stuff. It just never really stayed running. So he ended up getting a different tractor. But the plan was a long time ago, I was going to completely rebuild the engine and all of that. It never happened because I'd like to start 1,000 projects. And right now, my newest project is the house behind me, spreading gravel. This skid steer, I fixed it up a couple years ago. It's an old Bobcat Melrose M371. We did a complete, frame off restoration. Restoration. We got it back to original colors. It was green for some reason. New engine, hydraulic, everything. Then recently, this golf cart, Raptor lined it, custom green, built the bed, put the tires. I always like to work on something, tinker on something. And normally that happens in the wintertime when I'm not landscaping. So today, it's winter. It's Sunday after church, and it's already 4 o'clock. So we don't really have that much more sunlight, but I was just sitting on the couch and a Ford 8N video popped up in my YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I want to fix up mine. And so I'm going to go up there. I need to get my little skid steer warmed up. I bought this at an auction about 6 months ago. It has been an absolute beast for my landscape company. But I need to warm it up. It doesn't like to do a lot of work when it's cold. So I like to start it, let it run for a little bit before I start working. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Then I'm going to take the golf cart up there. We're going to look at it, see what all we need. And I think the skid steer, I'll be able to dig the brush and stuff out from around it and drag it out with the skid steer. If not, we'll get the diesel out and we'll go up there and hopefully we don't get stuck. So if y'all are interested in this video, y'all come go with me. We got the skid steer running. About to go, you can see how muddy it is. About to go take the golf cart way up there in the old airsoft paintball field that we built when we were kids. See if we see any deer down there. No deer this time. There's almost always a deer on that trail when I drive through here. But we used to be big into airsoft and stuff with our friends. And we would come out here with them and get old job materials. And we built this whole city of buildings that are now falling apart. And we had a little bit of everything out here. And so when that tractor ended up not staying running, we put it up here. We were going to put a bunch of vehicles and stuff, and we played for a long time. Then everybody started getting older and getting married and having kids, and so we stopped playing. But I keep this trail cut, but as you can see, everything else has grown up and fallen down. But it was always a good time in our life. And here, if you can even see it, is the old Ford 8N. Man, all brambles around it. We had this tire, this massive tire. We got trailer loads of them. They're everywhere out here. And we'd just push them over and use them as a structure to hide behind. But sitting in there. Let's see what she looks like. Definitely flat tires. I expected that. Oh my, it's a lot of thorns. I kind of wish that it still had that original metal seat on it, that little bucket seat. But parts for these are so readily available, we will obtain one and put it on there. All right, this thing is a lot more thorns around it than I thought, but that should be nothing for the skid steer. I'm just gonna take the bucket and just scrape the ground around it. And it's sitting on flats and it's kind of sunk down in the ground, so I doubt the skid steer will be able to pull it out, but we're gonna give it a shot. And like I said, if I have to, I'll get the truck up here. I just don't want to get it stuck. So let's go get the skid steer and I will be right back. All right, guys, it is pouring down rain all of a sudden on me. I got it back here. It took quite a while because I had nobody to steer or anything like that, but I've got it back, and I kind of looked over it at some of the main things that I think will need to get replaced, checked fluids. So I have ordered a new carburetor. I'm going to rebuild the original one at some time, so I'm going to keep it, but I ordered a new carburetor for now. And this fuel tank right here, I looked in there, it's got a bunch of rust and junk in it, so I ordered a new fuel tank, one of those little glass bowls that go underneath it, and some lines and things like that. And I'm going to change all the fluids, but it's getting pretty rainy out here. It's getting pretty late and dark, so that's going to be it for now. I am going to actually be doing some real work on this in the next video when those parts that I ordered come in. Probably clean it up a little, get the pressure washer out here. I may eventually restoring the paint job and all of that, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video of me getting this thing out of the field, and hopefully the next one will be a little more mechanically informative. So thanks for watching this long.